So I have been on the receiving end of many emails in the past few days asking about the renovations taking place over here on Magaluf Beach. Now I appreciate that many of you are sneaking in a very quick holiday before the official season starts, and you're wondering how these beach works are going to affect your holiday coming over here in April. So as we roll on into the beginning of April, let's take a look at the renovations today. We're going to see a few bars and restaurants are beginning to open. Most of them are going to open right at the end of the first week of April, but let's turn the camera around and check out Magaluf Beach today. So we're starting this video by looking down at the far end of Magaluf Beach in the direction of the Caribou Beach Club, which is yet to open, as indeed is the location of many of my island updates from last year over at the Food and Essa Cafe. But we are starting to see things slowly opening up over here in the resort. Now, of course, down this side of the beach, this far side of the beach, as you head towards Palma Nova, there are no beach works. There are also no sunbeds either. But if you are coming over here for an early season break, well, this is a side of the beach that I recommend that you come down to. You can see how absolutely empty it is. And it's also quite sheltered too. Now, if you saw my guide to Mallorca in April, you will know that sunbeds and beach umbrellas are starting to come out on the beaches over in Santa Ponsa, over in Palma Nova, but not over here, not on this far side of Magaluf just yet. The Sirocco Oasis are making plans here to open up. You can see they've got all their sunbeds and their beach umbrellas out. And just having a very quick chat to the owners here, it sounds like they're going to be opening up this week too. And meanwhile, we're coming up towards the No Name Beach Club over here, the former Happy House. They've got brand new shutters down, but it looks like they've still got quite a lot of work to do before opening up for the summer. But I will be back, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see things opening up over here on the far side of Magaluf Beach. But what's going on a little bit further up? But before I continue any further, I have just bumped into some lovely subscribers, into Marianne and Mike. Hello, good morning. It's lovely to see you down here in Magaluf. Now tell me, you're over here on an early season break. How are you finding your holiday?
Lovely. Yeah, the weather's nice, the beaches are nice, hotels are all just opening up.
Whereabouts are you staying?
We're in the San Matias Beach Hotel.
Yeah.
And it's really lovely. It's quite full actually, quite busy.
It's quite busy.
Yeah,
fantastic.
The staff are nice, the rooms are nice, the food is lovely.
So tell me, what do you think about Magaluf this morning, particularly with the works taking place? I'm just making a video about the works. What can you, is it worth visiting? Is it worth coming down to this side of the resort?
It's nice, it's a nice resort, a lovely beach, you know, I mean obviously it's quiet now, bit of work going on, but when it's finished it's going to look fabulous.
Yeah.
I think, you know, and I think they're trying to make it a bit smarter, aren't they, this resort, encourage more families.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And what's been your favourite restaurant or bar to go to so far?
Oh, Ciso's.
Ciso's, you
loved yesterday, didn't we?
You enjoyed it. It was
really nice.
Value for money, good service.
And there was a live singer there as well. The music was nice, the atmosphere was great, wasn't it?
Fantastic. And I bet it was busy as well.
It was absolutely heaving.
Oh, you
yeah,
mean,
it really was. But the staff
Brilliant.
were so slick and, you know, were really on the ball as well.
Yeah.
And good service. Yeah.
That is fantastic
we loved
to know.
It. Yeah, really nice.
Brilliant. Okay, guys, thank you very much for talking to me. Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you. It was nice to see you.
Nice to see you. So it was absolutely fantastic to meet Marion and Mike. Absolutely love it. They're from my part of the world as well. So they're from Somerset Way. But look, just checking out the beach here, just look how lovely it is. You can see we've got a little group of holiday makers over by the lifeguard tower. Just look at the blue seas that we have over here in Magaluf today. There is a keen wind though, and if you watch my live stream from over in Porto Poyensa, I did talk about the keen winds blowing, and we do get this in April. But anyway, let's keep walking along. Now work is continuing over here in Crusoe's. I suspect they're going to be opening as well in the next few days. And it is at this point where we start to see the beginning of the works taking place over here on Magaluf Beach. Let's have a little look over the fence. There still seems to be quite a lot to do over here. We can hear the drilling, but look, this new walkway has been laid. It's obviously going to run all the way down this beachfront here. Let's go up and around the back and let's go and check it out. So we are seeing an increased number of holiday makers coming out and making this early season break over here right at the beginning of April, which is really good to see. And they're coming at a time when you're going to see Magaluf Resort not looking busy, obviously looking a lot quieter, and before many of the bars open too. Looks like they're putting the finishing touches to a lot of the bars and the entertainment over here on Magaluf Strip. And I've got to say, I'm looking forward to the day when the drilling will stop. There has been the constant sound of drilling and banging since the end of the season from about November. But of course the pressure is on now to get all these works completed as we roll on through April. But check this out, there's loads going on down here this morning. With the wind as well, it's making it very dusty too. A lot of sand is blowing around. Let's take a very quick look. And there's even works taking place up at Oceans as well. I do feel like I've walked into a little bit of a building site. It's hard to imagine. Look, we've got this beautiful beach right in front of us with a few people making the most of the beautiful sands today. But anyway, let's keep heading along because I'm most keen to see what's going on with the jetty, which is normally the pickup point for the Britannia jet. Let's go and check out the works from the centre area of the beach. So it does surprise me the amount of people that we have out and about on Magaluf Strip this morning. See quite a few holiday makers walking up and down the strip, maybe heading on over to Palma Nova, but we're heading on in this direction. Let's go and head on into the central section of Magaluf Beach. It's just coming up by the Red Lion here, and goodness me, look, still plenty of works to do over here. I can't imagine they're opening this week. I can see they've got a little test going on with one of their screens. It does look like it has progressed quite a lot though, look. The fences have come down. Got lots of rubbish to clear away, but hopefully this will be opening up soon. So while many of the other resorts are going to be looking a little bit more open during the month of April, May really is the time when things start to open up properly over here in Magaluf. You can see, look, lots of work going on over here by Stereo. And quickly chatting to the guys over here in Temple, they are opening on the 4th of April. I suspect Stereo may well be the same as well. Anyway, let's go and check out the beach. So there is no beach access here, right in front of Stereo and Temple here. Look, we can see the diggers, we can see the machinery, and we can see the ongoing works taking place over here. Also to my left-hand side as well, another restaurant getting ready to open. Just coming up by the Bondi Beach Club, pretty much the same going on here. Look, they're just getting everything cleared up, getting ready to open. Of course, they'll be battling with the dust from the works. But look, there is no access here at the moment. I'm wondering whether this is going to open up in the next week or so, quite possibly. So before we head up towards the beachfront here, I'm just going to take a quick look into Magaluf Square. They've got a big opening night on the 4th of April. Same as many of the bars and the restaurants over here, such as Blackbeard's Beach Bar and Grill, which is over on the beach. We just come past it actually. They're going to be opening up on the 4th too. Just had to double check. Anyway, let's head on up towards the beach. Also as well, with the opening of the bars and the restaurants, we're seeing many more shops opening up down here too. It really does feel like the summer season has finally started over here in Magaluf. So let's take a left here by Pizza Hut and take a wander down onto the beach. Now the last time I was down here, you could still access the beach here, just from this area. Just coming up by another bar here, getting ready for the season start. We're just coming up by Lineker's. But this access way was open and I can actually see some people wandering down onto the beach, so let's go and follow them. So it does feel like they've been working on this area of the beach for just about forever. Look, the promenade has now been laid. It looks like they're working on this kind of dune area that we were promised. But just looking to my left here, works are still going on this side too. Check this out. I can see some palm trees as well, just lying on their sides there, waiting to be planted. My goodness, I think we're going to see such a difference to Magaluf Beach this summer. But my question is when is this all going to be done? Now they've only technically got 1 month to finish all of this. Place your bets now whether you think the works here are going to be finished on time. So we're just looking over towards Tom Brown's here. I think a lot of the works have been completed, but once again it's a case of doing this dune-like area. You can see I've got a few new palm trees have gone up too. So from the Ancla Verde here, look, we can see the works are still ongoing. I can see some people on the path though. And it looks like they've opened up the entrance to the beach right down by Nicky Beach here. A few people laying out. I have to say the jumper has gone off now. Even though it is breezy, it's actually very, very warm when the wind dies down. But look, it looks like also Nicky Beach is getting ready for the summer too. But I'm not leaving the beach before we just check out how absolutely crystal clear the water is down here in Magaluf. It just avoided getting my feet wet then. Look at it, it's absolutely beautiful and clear. I've said it before in previous videos, I absolutely love, oh, and I'm wet, I've got my feet wet. I absolutely love the water around Mallorca, especially in the month of April, because of course it's before we get all the marine traffic. Look how clean and clear it is, it's beautiful. Okay, so I'm outside of Tom Brown's now, more or less, and the access point that they did have at the end of last season has now been closed by the works here. If you are trying to get to Tom Brown's from the beach, you're either going to have to go up to the section around by Nicky Beach or leave the beach at the point I entered, right by the Daiquiri Palace. Okay, so one thing I've also noticed down here too, I'm just looking at the lifeguard tower. When I was filming my live stream over in Peguero, just down the coast, about 10 days ago, I saw that while they didn't have the lifeguards out, they did have the lifeguard flags out at least, which indicates the swimming conditions over here. Nothing has been put up on Magaluf Beach. And of course, well, as we enter April, we're going to have more guests over here. We're going to have more holiday makers coming over here to the resort. Something for Calvia Council to think about. Maybe if you're not getting the lifeguards out, at least put the green, orange or red flags up on the beaches until the lifeguards are back on the beach. But anyway, let's take a walk down towards the jetty here. Let's go and see how this is coming along, because last time I was down here, it looked like they still had quite a lot to do. And they do. Look, I can see a huge wooden plank has been linked to the rocks here, but nothing quite resembling the jetty that was once here last season. However, they have somehow improved this water flow here, which leads out to the sea. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work. Quite a high wall has been built, Will there be access to both sides of the beach here? I'm not sure, most likely. I'd like to think so. Let's take a closer look. So what we see over here is very much makeshift, I'd say. An actual proper jetty needs to be constructed. I assume it's going to be put back. But look, this is the whole, the outflow of the water here whenever it rains. This is where the water leaves the land and heads on out to sea. Not looking its best by any means, but hopefully in a few weeks we're going to see this whole area improved. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be up here. They have removed the fences. Maybe this is going to be covered, I assume it will be. But you can see, look, this is where you have the outflowing of water. And hopefully we're soon going to see access to the other side of the beach too. And look, we can just see here, look, some holiday makers wondering how they're going to get from one side of the beach to the other, but it's not going to be crossing this waterway today. And also just watch out for the fencing in the sand. It's obviously come down, whether in the higher winds or it's been pulled down deliberately, but just watch out if you're walking down here too. Just watch out. Watch out for the uncovered area and just watch out for this discarded fencing. Okay, so as I show some other holiday makers how best to get from one side of this beach to the other, and that's by the Daiquiri Palace and into the resort and back around towards Oceans, I hope you found this video useful if you're coming over here to Magaluf in the first days of April. Now, of course, we're going to see a very different Magaluf as we head towards the first weekend of April, and things are going to be opening up. So, of course, I'm going to be back here soon, at which point I'm going to ask you to consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. You can also see how much it's warmed up as well. The hat's gone on, the jumper's come off as well. The temperatures are warming up nicely over here, even though there is a very keen wind blowing. You can probably see my camera blowing around a little bit, but it is absolutely gorgeous down here today. Okay everyone, don't forget you can find me in the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and appearing here and here on YouTube are going to be a couple of videos to help you out with your holiday. Thanks very much for watching everyone. I shall see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.